Good morning, folks. It's 8:50 right now. Suppose I slept in. I was up at 5:45 this morning. In comparison to what I've been doing, I think the earliest I've gotten up has been 4 a.m. and mostly I'm up at 5 a.m. Yesterday was a long day, and it was a challenge. It came down Highway 97. Started my day in at a state park in Tumalo. Tumalo is a small community. I ended up getting there after teaching a class, ESL class, from a park in Redmond, Oregon. And I must say that the, what do they call it, the hotspot, I suppose, the internet device that connects the person pretty much from wherever he or she may happen to be. I taught that class, ESL beginner level, from the park in Redmond. And I looked for a church or two. People I've been meeting along the road say that usually churches will let you camp there for free. I'm trying to keep my expenses as low as possible. Frankly, if I stay at a hotel, it's $115 minimum out in this neck of the woods. In Eastern Oregon, it was a lot less. But in my mind, that's the cost of a textbook on this particular trip anyway. I started off from Tumalo, and I thought, and I went through, different towns. Some that I recall, La Pine. It was interesting to see that they have an Ashton Eaton Expressway, the Olympic gold medalist from La Pine. I think that's where he is from originally, although I believe he went to high school in the Bend area. From there, I encountered Gilchrist, and which has an interesting bit of history behind it. I think a man by the last name of Gilchrist constructed with many workers, sort of a company town for logging. From there, I went on to Chemult. Chemult, I don't know how the local folk pronounce that particular name of that town. And there didn't appear to be much there, as a couple hotels or motels that didn't look very accommodating. Some folks out and about loitering, and didn't seem like a good place to stay, in my opinion. There was a lady in a taco lunch wagon truck, I believe, Lupita's Tacos. That seemed to be about the best thing going in that particular town at the time. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't very hungry, so I kept going. And before I knew it, it started getting dark. And I pushed on. I have a light on the rear of my truck. Yeah, my truck. My Salsa Vaya, my touring bike. And I've got a light up front. I had seen that there was a campground ahead. I had looked it up, and by the time I get there, it was closed. It was not a state park campground. It was a privately owned campground, and it was shuttered down. My next choice was to look for somewhere else to stay, and I rode on, hoping to get to, I thought maybe I'll get to Chiloquin, but it just kept getting darker, of course. There are many miles of Highway 97 where the shoulder is not very wide. I can't recommend this for any bicyclist. And uniquely enough, there are stretches where the shoulder is wide, plenty wide, but there are also areas, segments where it just isn't very, very safe, period. I located Collier State Park, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'll make it. I'll go there. Well, it was closed. It had been burned, and I don't know how much damage the campground, the state campground had sustained, but evidently it was enough for it to be closed down. There was another park just, I believe, if my directions are correct, east of there, about 2 miles on gravel. So that's what I did. I got there, I think I finally got there at maybe 11 p.m. And it's a bit of a chilly night, but not too bad. And I was up at 5:45 and then rode into Chiloquin, small town. This seems to be the hub for many firefighters in the area. There are a lot of trucks, people, just getting food and maybe gas and heading out to where they need to be to continue fighting these fires. The sky is mostly clear. There's a bit of a haze, but I suppose that has to do with the wind and the shifts of the wind and such. I've got about 25 to 27 miles to get into Klamath Falls. I am meeting Allison, who worked at Clatsop Community College, was the director of the nursing program there. She is now at Klamath Falls, and it sounds like we're going to have a bit of a get together there at the college. I will be riding onto the college from a park 5 miles away with another cyclist. Folks, have a good day. Keep spreading the word. We will continue. I will continue to ride my bicycle, and I don't know, maybe collect a dollar a pedal. Each time I pedal, it'll be $1 in my mind. That's a lot of dollars, I suppose. I don't know if I said yesterday, according to my calculations, I logged 114 miles. That's my new record. I felt like I could go more. However, I didn't necessarily have to. And if I were on some little highway where there weren't any cars at all, I might have gone farther. But Highway 97 tends to stay pretty busy. It started waning, the traffic did, into the night, but after 10 p.m. or so, but just busy. It's a direct route in some ways from Oregon to California and such.